Steer your life right. Steer your life right. Talking about everything we do. You know what I gotta say. Steered mine. So go ahead.
Steered Mike. Steer your life right. Yes, sir. We're back. We are back. Hey, thank you for everybody that listened to episode 1. Shout out to you. You know, that was to me that's a banger first episode. If you haven't already, make sure to go ahead and tap back into that one. But we got a banger for you in this one, man. It's about putting that gas into, like, putting your foot on that gas in 2025. Start now. But man, this year 2024, I don't know, it's something different, very difficult. And I remember back in 2021, it was like an exponential growth, especially for the channel, for almost everything. Then everything got kind of stagnant. And you know, there's a lot of people that became successful in this stagnant time. You know, just for example, we have individuals that come onto camera, do a live stream, and they make millions of dollars. They're out there winning. They found their opportunity. And a lot of people want to hate on that, but they find their opportunity. I take it like this, you know, on my other channel, Tim Hotcher, where we do money moves, talk stock. But over there, you can make money going up or down. It's about that knowledge. But really, let's get into this, because 2025, this whole entire year, right? This year, I've been working out, been in the gym, been active, doing everything I can, you know, uploading on 3 different channels, creating a Discord, doing all this, focused on my job, doing really good, haven't taken a single day off nor a vacation. And when I mean day off, I'm for myself. I haven't taken a single day off for myself. I've been straight working 6 days, 5 days a week, all determined. You know, in 2025, my mindset was, okay, hey man, you know, I wanna go ahead and, you know, take a break, go on vacation and everything like that. But my mind has been so wired on success that I'm like, bro, no. See, that's what happens when you take that break. You put that foot off the gas. You like, dang, everything that you've been working up, you're just like, oh, I can relax. You haven't relaxed. You cannot relax. You know, even if you're on vacation, you can still work. That's the thing. Because I got 3 channels to upload. I got one that's gaming, one that talks stocks, and then one we doing big things over here, starting the podcast, Steered Mike, late night. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of individuals like, you know, I put in a lot of work. I put in a lot of time. I push myself. And this is the greatest thing I'm ever going to tell anybody on this podcast starting off, man. The military, when I joined the military, I remember getting off the bus. I got off that bus and we got to our barracks. I'm thinking we're just going to go straight in. Nope. We had the drill sergeants come on outside. And I'm like, oh my God, like my platoon and my drill sergeants, we had 3 of them, were one of the baddest of infantry, airborne, everything like that. So I'm like looking at them like, oh my God. One of them is a gigantic dude. The other one's lanky, but he's sneaky. The other one, he's short and stout, but he got some muscle on him. So, you know, you're like, dang, what the heck is going on? They say squat. We got a rucksack. Then we got our sack that we had with all our stuff in it. If you went through the military, you know this part. I'm like, man, what the heck? You had to squat and they tell you, hey, you're not deep enough. Pause. Squat, man. Sitting there like, oh my God, I can't do this. I look at my battle buddy. I'm looking at him. We get into the barracks. Finally, I'm sweating. You know, it's Fort Leonard Wood, Fort Lost in the Woods. I'm tired, sweating. I get in that barracks. I got, blessed. Go in there. I got a 2-bunk single room. That's it. Other people had a whole entire aquarium, right? I'm like, man, it's like your dorm. Like I had a whole dorm, so I'm blessed in that way. But I look at my battle buddy, I'm like, man, I don't know if I could do this. He said, what did you come all this way to do then? Ever since that moment, you know, shout out to my battle buddy. Ever since that moment, it changed my mindset, man. I remember he was struggling to lose weight because he had to be at a certain weight. Back then, it was different. He also needed to run a better time for the PT test. And, you know, he was frustrated. Sometimes we're working. I remember on top of that, we're doing obstacles and stuff like that. And they chose me to run one of the competitions. A dude tripped me in the beginning, but I got back up. I even remember when we had to do FTX, we did the one where you had to do the long ruck march. You got the rifle in hand, rucksack as high on your shoulders as possible so it's not straining your back. Man, so I'm in the back, right? And it's not because I have to. It's just because, you know, I just got to be there. That's my position. And I remember the captain or sergeant, I think it was a sergeant major. He was back there too. He said, he looked at me, he said, I don't know, Private. I don't know you. I don't think you gonna make it. I made it. He definitely tapped back in and he said, I'm proud of you. You did it. I'm one of the smallest dudes. I'm from high school, you know. You got dudes that are 6'7", 6'5", real big leaders automatically. So for me, I got to really show out. I got to show speed, strength in other ways because I'm not that dude. But this is a thing. I equate that. I push myself further than I thought was possible. And this year, man, I don't know if anybody could go tap back in about 2 years ago, 3 years ago when I started uploading. But this is a large shirt, right? And I'm not a huge guy. It's a large shirt. And before I was like 120, 130 pounds, you know, then concurrently I gained weight, went to the gym. I turned 120, 130 to 165 pounds and still going. And I broke what I thought I was supposed to stay in because I put the foot on the gas. I had a lot of things go against me this year, the prior year to that. And this is what I'm learning. It don't matter what year you're in. It's not going to get any better. It's just new problems on a new level. So the idea that you got to get in your head right now is that, man, am I going to finally wake up and commit? Like me, I'm looking at this channel. I grew it up to all this. Not many channels on YouTube are actually monetized and that making money. And the thing about me is like, man, I just need to have consistency. Stay on it. Put your foot on its neck. Say, hey, you know what? 2025, this is the year. And from now on, where I change that habit of mine, I got to be successful. See, a lot of people, they get into trucking. That's it. They get into their field. That's it. I succeeded. Not knowing that the change of challenge was coming right after. Sometimes you have to change who you are. Break down who you thought you were, because a lot of people will tell you who you are. But more than anything, you need to tell yourself who you want to become and stick as. At the end of the day, at the end of your life, a lot of people is like, oh, I know me. I'm trying to find me. Man, I want to curse. You're going to be doing that for the rest of your life. You won't know who you are until you're 10 seconds away from death. That is your final conclusion. Amalgamation. People put themselves in a box. I remember I used to go around. I'm like, oh, I'm the gym guy. Oh, I'm this, I'm that. I'm this, I'm that. I would claim all these things about me. I would claim all these things about me. And I one day just realized, I was like, man, maybe that's not even me. Maybe I'm just a blank, slate. Waking up every day, just glad that I have a breath of life to change the opportunities, and I just need to figure it out. Every single day, I have my basic morals and values that I wake up with, and I got to operate on those. But every single day is very similar. I know what I got to do. Now, I could have sit here, play video games all freaking day. I could have done that. But that's not who I am. I can't do that unless it serves a purpose. Can't sit back and relax knowing that, man, I got opportunities. I got things to shake. I'd rather invest now than have to do this 10 years later. I'd rather look back at a catalog of me doing this every single week. Coming back, showing up, doing the job I got to do. So when I look at 2025, I don't start a resolution, right? Starting next year or the year after. No, I start when I want to. That day I wake up, I say, you know what? I'm going to be consistent on this. I like this late night show. I got a lot of obstacles against it. I don't have a lot of freedom to do exactly how I want to do this podcast. Not yet. But the more and more that I keep going, the more and more I get better, man. On the other channel, Tim Hotcher, I saw where I came from. I saw how I progressed and got better and better and better in the knowledge that I obtained. Had I stopped doing everything that I was doing at that time, I would have never saw myself progress. It's very much like the gym for me. I went in there. I started at Planet Fitness, right? Just a basic. I had the membership for at least a year, never went. I go in there. I pick up a dumbbell. I didn't learn form at that time. I just went in there and did what I could do. Then what I did afterwards is I started doing research, macros, everything I had to do to get bigger, because I went to the gym before, but why wasn't I getting the results? A lot of people stay in that certain area. They're like, I'm going to stick with this. I'm not seeing the results I want, but I'm going to stick to it. And they don't realize a year later, maybe you should evaluate and seeing if you're getting the results. If not, pivot parlay. Let me go ahead and teach you guys about pivot parlay. You could choose to listen or not. It's to me, I think all of this is gold because I went through a lot of experience as a young man to lay it out. Went through a lot of experiences that some people will never even know. But as a young man, I learned a pivotal thing, which is pivot parlay. Anybody do sports betting? If you ever did sports betting, I stopped years ago, right? But you can go ahead and select a game. Let's just say it's a basketball game. You got two teams. Then you can go ahead and decide, all right, I want to do this person's going to win. This team's going to win. Then this person's going to get this amount of 3-point shots. They're going to get these amount of rebounds. So you're breaking it down in order to get a bigger reward. Instead of just choosing which team's going to win, no, you add more risk to it. Now, when it comes down to sports betting, more than likely you'll lose your money. But when it comes down to, doing it for your life, you can say, okay, I got this goal and I want to break down this goal to these little intricate parts. If this little intricate part fails, I need to replace it or remove it completely. That's how you pivot parlay. Okay, this ain't working for me. I hate what I'm doing. I hate that this part of it. I'm not getting results. Let me pivot over this way. A lot of individuals keep running their head a year after year after year after year. And that's why when somebody tells me, oh, I'm going to do this, I won't believe them until they have a year. I wonder why my dad was always like this. I would tell him about something. He would be like, okay, come back in a year and let me know if you're still doing it. And I realized at first I was so offended. I was like, man, what why are you knocking it? He wasn't knocking it because a lot of people are all about talk rather than action. Man, to me, I say something, people try to throw me off my square, telling me, no, let's go ahead and go this way. No. I said this year I got some goals. See, I wake up every day, because I put as my wall screen or wallpaper. I said my wall screen, my wallpaper on my phone. I set it as my goals. And they don't got to be fancy. Some people go buy a whiteboard and you put it on a whiteboard. I did it. See, I talk out of experience. I bought a whiteboard. I put it on the wall and then I had my goals. Then I look back after I wiped it off. I took a picture of it and it was on my old phone. And I looked at it. I was like, dang, I accomplished all that, but I failed in these areas. Dang. But then I got it right here, 2025 goals. And it's not even that year yet. But I know that if I wait until the first, then I got 2 months when I wrote this, 2 months behind of the goal that I set for myself. Come on now. A lot of y'all keep moving over and over, moving this, doing this, doing that, but you're not making any progress because you're staying in the same spot. If you want to save, create a plan. That's the painful part. Creating a plan. That's the painful part right there. Instead of sticking down to it, you're like, okay, I got this plan. I need to do it every day because I know if I don't do it, it will hurt. But some of y'all give yourself some leeway. You say, oh, okay, I could do it this time. It's not going to really hurt me. It does hurt you. Every day is a day you ain't getting back. And it's, you're supposed to win and enjoy and everything like that. But you have to win and enjoy when you really accomplish something. When you can look at a goal and say, thank you. I did it. I stayed consistent in it. I didn't break. I didn't fold while everybody's over here saying, oh, I'm going to do this year. I'm feeling real. Man, it don't even matter. January 1st come. I can't. Hold on. I've already done it. I've already been doing it. What else can I say to you? It should be no surprise. If you really wanted to do it, you don't need a special day. Oh, you should be able to say, okay, today is Thursday, November 28th, Thanksgiving. I'm going to put that chicken wing down. I'm going to put that fried turkey down. I'm going to put that stuffing down. I'm going to just go ahead and just hit the gym. I'm going to get my money up finally. I'm going to get that skill that I really want. Oh, it's hard. It's like, okay, you got individuals that are 19 years old. They're becoming an electrician. At 19 years old, by the age of 25, they're already a journeyman electrician. They're already making over 6 figures. They did the work. They got the energy. I'm 20, about to be 28 years old. I got the energy now, but when I'm 35 years old, I don't know that guy. So I better do the best I can right now for that guy over there in the future. See, that guy in the past, he's gone. But the guy in the future, I got to look out for. I got to protect. Because I got to make sure that if I envision the person that I got to be smiling on a boat, holding a little bit of champagne, got a cigar in the other hand, and I got a pretty girl and I got money in the bank. If I see that version of myself every day on that it's not a yacht, because I'm like, I don't know about a yacht, but it's a boat. I got to get to it. If I see that, okay, that's a version of myself. On top of that, okay, I got my daughter into this school. I got my daughter doing this. I got my family doing this. Okay, if I envision it, I got to put it into action. Man, my biggest failure has only been because of me, because of the choices I ever made. Can we get real? Some people don't understand that this year coming up is a pivotal year for a lot of people. It will forever put you into wealth, or it will forever put you in poor. So the choices you made right now, if you decided to, pivot somewhere else, you better stick with it. But you better be making the moves that's going to make you grow. Because if you're sitting here talking to a bunch of people about your next move, it ain't going to do you no justice. See, I'm the type of person, you come to me and tell me what you're going to do. Okay, all right. So what are we doing right now? What are we doing right now? Okay, I'm going to do this. No, I don't want to hear I'm going to do this. I want to hear I'm actually, let me go ahead and I'm just telling you, I'm going to holler at you. I got to get this done. Okay. All right. That's something where I can say I need it. Like at this point, I'm so focused on what I got to achieve. Anybody that comes to me and they got a dream or they're on their grind, I say, congratulations. Hey, I'm there to support you. But also, hey, I gotta focus on what I got going right now. I mean, Who the heck, I've been in this spot for so long that I'd be a dummy to be like, man, okay. Am I going to say, like, I question myself, do I really want to stay in this spot? See, I'm on level 1. I'm 27 years old going on 28 and I'm on level 1. Now, everybody's level 1 is different. Some people got some money, some people got some skills, some people but I'm on level 1. Level 2 is personal to me. Level 3 is personal to me. But when I achieve the top level, I become the top level, the dog, the G. Then that's where everybody can see, but they don't see level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, because I know internally to me, I had some old friends, some old snake people tell me, ah, man, you could just go ahead and do this. Don't worry about that. Nah, bro, you working too hard. I never thought I would hear that from friends. But it's funny how when you start progressing, getting better and better and better, you see people drop off. I always heard that. I said, nah, that can't be. I'm going to be with these people. They're not here today. I don't know what they're doing, nor do I care. They could be having their own success. But what I knew is in that moment, I could not get to where I am right now had I listened, had I had these people around. The right people will come back. The right people will be there. But if they did you wrong, and I'm talking about they broke your morals, your values, you try to talk to them clearly and they can't still get it, they have no respect for you. Absolutely none. Now, I know I'm passionate about this, but because, I'm looking at everything I've been through. And I don't sit there and I'm like, oh, you should really understand. No, I use that as fuel. See, I get these spurts of motivation, but what keeps me here is going to be discipline. That has been the biggest unlock I've ever had when I don't want to do something, when I'm in the gym and I got to do a deadlift and I'm putting, 8 45 pounds, 4 on each side, and I'm deadlifting that. And you could go see it. Go see it on Instagram. I'm deadlifting. I'm like, oh, God, I don't want to do it. When I'm squatting and I know for the next 3-4 days, my legs are going to be dead, I'm still doing it. When I got to wake up at 3 o'clock and I don't want to work, I'm still doing it. I remember this one chick I was with. She said, man, I really admire your work ethic. I said, what do you mean? Like my work ethic? Well, you go to work every day, you do this, you make sure you wake up super early. I'm just like, wow. Like, I'm like, she's an older chick that I'm messing with. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, this is just something I got to do. They'll be like, well, no, like dudes be quitting the job. They leave and they doing that. It's like, man, I did that a long time ago. I can't be like that. I got to move with the plan, with the purpose. I can't be like that. I got to stay consistent at something. Because I'm not seeing no growth. I've done the same thing over and over again. But what I have done now is I stay consistent in one place, 2 places, the gym and my job. And let me tell you something. Once I did that, I've seen growth. Consistency, discipline. These are the keys in order to make somebody successful. But I'm telling you, it's not easy because some days you're like, man, I'm tired. Oh, no, I don't deserve this. You over here screaming in your car, begging God for a break. But you don't hear a sound back. So you're like, man, I got to keep going. I got to keep going. The only person that's going to direct me in the path, the envision that you have inside your mind is me. Nobody's dropping $1 million. You see news that, oh, this person had lost millions of dollars. It's like, why can't you just give that to me? Well, because I'll probably do the same kind of thing. Not now. I had to learn a major lesson. See, everything prepared me for this, man. I'll tell you right now, I put the foot in the gas. But you see, this is my room, right? Used to be dirty. But I make sure that I clean, I keep up, I do everything I can in order for this room to stay as clean as possible. Dirty. See, a lot of people, they ain't going to tell you. They got the camera adjusted in the right place so they can't see that the bed is not made up. They can't see that, the clothes in that dresser over there, that all those clothes are folded up. Everything's organized back here. They hide all that. But I had to face myself. I said, where am I lacking at in my life? Okay, I need to get clean. All right, boom. I need to start saving. Boom. I had to look myself, you don't even know. I had to look myself in the mirror and say, bro, I hate these little things about me. If I could just fix it. Oh, wait, if I could just fix it. Wow. Wow. And it's an easy adjustment. It's an easy adjustment. And I'm not saying the adjustment starts day one and you repeat it from then on. But you have to guard it. You have to be like a corner, a corner or something like that. You got a defensive back. You have to make sure that you guard yourself every day because, man, I heard a content creator. They said, what was it? That, a man, you will, it could be anybody, but I'm just saying a man will literally go years without a vacation. Then a girl steps into his life, and that could be a drug or something like that. But something steps in his life and he just loses it all, willing to spend it on somebody else, do something in order to be satisfied. Man, I remember about over a year now, I used to vape, right? De-stress and everything like that. But, I had my moments of weakness. I said, man, I remember those times. But I forgot about that day, that week, those months of pain trying to get off. All I'm telling you guys is, this path this year is something where you got to put your foot on the gas. If you're a truck driver listening, you got to put your foot on the gas this year. I'm telling you, I watched this one video. And it was a guy. He said, man, I don't know. I'm just going to get locked in for the next 2 years and we'll see where I come out. Bro had a nice car. This. He said, do it. Just shut up and do it. I don't know if I'm going to get those results. But what I do know is I can't fail myself again. I can't keep failing myself again because I'm not mad at my enemies. I'm not mad at my haters. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm more so mad at myself. That's the battle. See, so many people can tell other people what to do. Yeah, I'm in the position where I got to tell myself what to do every single day because I'm like, bro, this was an opportunity missed. I'm just lucky that I enjoy doing the things that are right. At this point, I enjoy doing the right things. If not, it would have been every day is going to be like hell. But for me, like going to the gym, I enjoy it. For me to create content, I enjoy it. For me to go to my job as a truck driver, some days I enjoy it. Some days I'm like, I could bypass. See, this is the thing. Today's Thanksgiving, right? So it's a holiday. On my day off, it's not technically a day off. It's a holiday. We have no work. So on my account. But tomorrow, a lot of drivers are like, okay, I'm going to stay in. I asked for work, right? I asked for work early so I can, get it out the way. That's it. That's it. Because I know that, okay, that's a day of no money. I need it. I need to. And it's a thing every single day. I'm all day long. I've been sitting here recording content, doing what I can, creating reels, doing all this stuff. I haven't sat back and watched a movie. I ain't got time for it. If I had a girl, I don't got time for it. Why don't we go out, honey, meet our friend? No, I don't got time for it. You live a lonely life. A lonely life. So I'm going to put all the work I can in order for it to work for me in the future. And I'm putting my foot on the gas. I'm not letting up. Last thing I want to lead you with is like kind of just leave yourself a video talking to yourself. I did that. And I said, did we do it? Did we stay focused? Did we do everything? I was like, yeah, we did. I could talk back to myself and say, we did. One day I might create a podcast about it in the future, but I don't want to look back anymore and say, man, I wish. I'm tired of saying I wish. I wish I would. I wish I did this. I wish I went there. I'm tired of doing that. I gotta say, oh, I know. Oh, I've been there. Yeah, I've done that. Yeah, I completed it. The best feeling that I ever have is I read a book and only read the book in the gym. I've completed 4 or 5 books this year just in the gym alone. And with these 4 or 5 books, I can't remember. I think like one is a repeat, and that one is Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. And that's I'm reading it again because I don't know why I have not downloaded a new book onto my Kindle. But I was like, well, it keeps me at a good pace. But something about it, by closing that book and finishing it, it's a little sad, but you finished it, you know? And so sometimes I look at some of these celebrities, some of these big people they already made millions. So what is it? Like, why don't you just relax? Well, you die when you relax. You die when you relax. So this pedal, this foot on the pedal to hit that gas, that ignition, those pistons moving, make sure it doesn't stop. There's times where you can let it slow down, but never let it stop. I'll catch all of you in the next one. Deuces.